the two main pillars. The don't close, gotta change. Let's say don't close and let's keep this down here if I gotta go back. Now we're gonna go about the two main pillars for this theory. What is the two main pillars? It's spreadsheet, template, screenshot, downloads, documents, okay, sheet 1 open with okay, illustrator, okay, alright, reading file. Okay, here we go. Now that we have two plates up and running and we went through some maps, I'm gonna tell you how we come up with this idea long time ago. Well, cheat sheet 1, how to approach POIX theory concept 1 2020. We support 100% of the natural evolution. Okay. We are not a biblical creationist. Okay, that too. But there is a gap that we like to point out with the current accepted concept, such as how misguided our dating system is before 10,000 years ago, and how misguided its current model for the continental drift are. Through the study of the drag marks pattern, analysis of the and study of the deep ocean floor drag marks pattern, we understand that there is a different pace to this continental movement. They happen in action that the tracks overlay each other in a way that can only happen if they had to do all together, like a big cake bursting in the oven. Active continental margins. Why all the active continental margins are concentrated here in the Pacific Ocean. The passive continental margins. Why all the passive continental margins are everywhere else besides the Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean, all over, it's continental, active continental margins that are very aggressive margin. They overlap each other and sink. And volcanoes and mountain ranges all around the Pacific Ocean. And then everywhere else on the planet is passive continental margins. Passive continental margins are sandbanks that go away from each other, like sandbanks, no, like the continents just went away from each other, like a riverbank. They look like a riverbank, like going away from each other. This is the passive continental margin. Active continental margin, they come and crash into each other and go down. So, and it's where you find the deepest place on Earth too. So it's all around the Pacific. So this is the first pillar, one of the main pillars of our study. And the second pillar of our study is the rock art around the world. Easter Island was the first one that we took seriously, and Easter Island combined with the drag marks pattern start to make sense. How Poiki, stage 1, Poiki is the very tip of Easter Island, is a volcano, and over there they built the first scene to show us this event, and I can read this event in some places of Easter Island. Some sketches like a stone theater. In the Poix volcano you can see like 3 muangas, is man-made hills those three are pointing to the volcano, and on the way is a little moai that look like he's scared to death. He's just like frozen, looking up like this, and he's very little moai. It's not a huge moai. They call it baby moai, I guess. And there always a hau. Hau is a whole bunch of moais in a stand line, and that means is the people that was watching this scene. And on the side of these moangas, there is a cave called Anaokeke Cave, and at Anaokeke Cave, Anaokeke Cave, there is shucks, come on. At this cave, there is a nice drawing of. Here we go. We are here. Of this event. And we can identify this kind of drawing on other place on Earth. This the Pacific drop. This is a large drop. The scare guide over here. This still part of the drop. Dead people here and a couple people walking away. It's one part of this drawing. There is a paper on Anaokeke with more details of this drawing. This drawing is placed in a cave that have a eyesight on the back of the cave, and it seems that it's looking to this way. This way is exactly the way to the South Atlantic anomaly. South Atlantic anomaly, I believe, is the entry point for this large dump of water. And the cave does look exactly to South Atlantic anomaly. This is the second scene. Is Tongariki. It's near Poiki's mouth, Poiki's volcano. And it's a crater they call the quarry, because 800 out of the 800 moais that are in the island, over 300 are founded there. Almost half of the moais are founded here. And this is how they look at Tongariki, and we call it scene 2 because this is the drawing is a drowning staged scene. They all over here the moais, and they are staged like they drowning. So these people are watching these people drowning exing from this crater, which they call the quarry. I don't believe it's a quarry. It was quarry there, but they quarried the parts there, but they not left them randomly. They placed them in a random position so they seem to be drowning. There is even an old moai here, an old man here, that seems a non-related tribesman that's watching this event. If you look into our papers, you see with more detail about this sequence of events we describe on the Easter Island pages, Easter Island papers. So, so these are the two main pillars for this theory, and we also have a lot more things to talk about it, but like the South Atlantic anomaly and the human migration and a lot of rock art, because we are sure that many rock art around the world was inspired by telling this event. Actually, I think it was a boom of rock art right after this event, and people will try to draw this detailed what happened to the next generation to get acquainted with. Well, so that's we call the cheat sheet, because gives you a little inside of many things that happen regarding this theory. As I said in the beginning, it's a patchwork of information. They're all here, they're all related. The ocean ridges, how they are expressive, and how they are oldless, even though in the edges they are 120 million years old, they still look the same as the whole track. And